turn it down to and then turn the light up a little bit. It's too much yellow light. There you go. You need some white light in there. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitter. Well, we're not on Twitter.
Damn.
Hello, YouTube. Hello, Instagram. Hello, podcast people. I'm not on the podcast just yet. I'm going to finish peeling
Your orange?
This is my baby orange. They said these are tangerines. These are baby oranges, aren't they?
Yeah, they, a little bit to desire, but, you know, it was all good.
It's imperfect. They told you in the name. They said it's imperfect produce. And they were not playing. You know, they were just being cute with their name.
No, they were serious about that shit.
They were very serious.
I saw some shit.
He said no, they were very serious about that shit. All right, well, let's start on with the show. Do you have your road soda?
I have my seltzer.
Oh, nice crack. Hey guys, you're listening to Kicking It with
Kris and
Karlos. We are gay,
black,
married, and funny as fuck. Hold on to your politically correctness, because it's about to get crazy up in here.
That one's good.
That works good. Orange is great. All right. How are you, Kris?
I am good. I took a sick day because I didn't feel well.
Mm-hmm.
And that was beautiful. It's almost, the holiday season.
It's the holiday season.
All the white people are starting to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's gearing up, for this big pilgrim holiday where we slaughtered the natives and took their land.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, we had turkey, and a little bit of corn.
Not only do that, we tricked them.
They gave us smallpox.
And had them teach us how to hunt and farm on their land.
All right, now thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one for you. Here's some smallpox.
Don't trust no nigga, no.
Kaya told you. Had Kaya been out back in 1492 saying don't trust no nigga, no.
Had Kaya been out in 1492, she would have been a full-blown slave. Talking about some don't trust no nigga, no. My week has been good. I've just been chilling.
Yeah?
Yep. My book is coming. I got a lot of work coming up ahead of me, so it's the calm before the storm.
Yeah, it's the holidays. All you do is just enjoy the holidays, time with your loved ones.
We might take December off, guys. We haven't decided yet. We'll see. I know we haven't been up to our 2 a week. We got to start really doing our 2 a week. We're gonna get back on our 2 a week in November. When November's almost over.
Okay, go back on the we going for November.
We tried.
Take December off.
We tried.
Get you in January, because in January we got some shows for you.
Oh my goodness. Do we have any client questions? Did you check the email?
No. But when I did check the email, only I saw was mint.com and the notes I sent. So
Probably ain't got no questions. Hey, if you have any questions that you want Kris and I to answer, please send us an anonymous email.
Yeah,
at krisandkarlos@podcast@gmail.com, and we will read your comments, listen to it, and give you our best advice, which is probably bullshit. But hey,
Karlos, our advice is never bullshit. Our advice be some up to snuff type stuff.
To each their own. So I guess we should just kind of move into the first segment of the show, which is the current event. This is current events. If you missed it, well covered. Thanks, Barbara.
Right back at you, Robert.
All right, we have Steve with more than 11.
Thanks, Shirley.
All right, if you look at the weather, we have a 70% chance y'all ain't no shit.
That's how you know you can't get no damn sponsors. Yeah, the 70% chance you ain't shit. All right. And speaking of ain't shit, prosthetic legs of California high school wrestling captain stolen from gym.
Okay, so what's the value of prosthetic legs?
Yeah.
What's the value?
I don't know.
What's the
a
value?
few $1,000s. I mean, I guess.
I really want to know. Like, I mean, some of them look expensive.
Yeah, maybe he has.
Because you see, I've been seeing some people run with their prosthetic leg, and their leg look like a Tesla.
But does it count that they?
I don't know, but that thing it'd be like, like it be doing it. It's not like yeah, it's not like when my foster mom had her little peg leg. These are like made of like titanium and shit and got robotics in them. I saw this one guy, he picked up his can food. And he had a fake hand. I said, "Oh no, you don't."
And he drank his soda?
Yeah.
Damn.
We live in a new age, Kris. Our city is animated to the point we have drones dropping off deliveries.
Right. He has a leg up on the competition now because they can't grab him out of his legs. And
I mean, I don't understand how he was allowed to play wrestling. Like,
how is he the captain? That's what I'm wondering.
Like regular wrestling, this wasn't like
Special Olympics.
Because
they didn't
I
say
thought
special.
I thought you had to have all your limbs to wrestle because
Yeah,
that gives you.
I don't feel unfair advantage.
I don't feel
I'm gonna roll you out the ring.
I'm not to be offensive, but I don't feel comfortable touching your
nubs. I'm sorry, it's gonna freak me the fuck out, and you gonna have it out.
Well, then it's also not that. It's just that you have a length advantage. That like when you can do certain like wrestling moves, like I can't hook your leg.
Yeah, but I can stand up on my two.
Jesus Christ. Speaking of standing up on two legs, Princess Love has decided to stand up on her own. And she left Ray J in another city Ray J left her in another city while she was pregnant. And then I saw on the inner blogs, aka Hollywood Unlocked, because you know they got all the messy news. She was on there saying how he starts arguments just to go to the club, and I was like, that sounds like a nigga.
Starts arguments to go to the club and party with escorts and shit and come back home.
Okay, but is he fucking him?
Probably.
No, she didn't say fucking him. She says party with.
My thing is, she married a guy that put shit on the pool on live television. Baby, you do what you get yourself into when you married this nigga.
You married this nigga who had a song that said "I hit it first,"
and you okay with it.
Then he pushed you in a pool. I'm sorry. After you pushed me in the pool, that's like I can't wait till Love and Hip Hop New York comes on because I wonder if Peter Guns and Amina Butterfly gonna come on because that relationship is so dysfunctional.
Yes,
it's so dysfunctional.
And I hope Chrissy and whoever
how do
she
these
has
men who have
with,
like 13, 15 kids be playing these bitches like it's left and right?
I love him and he loved me, and guess what? I'm pregnant, bitch. You need to terminate.
And they both be going on stage being like, and guess what? I'm pregnant. Well, you know what? I'm pregnant too. And then it's just like, how far are you? I'm 5 months. I'm 7 months. So I got pregnant first. Ma'am.
It's not a race. Y'all both got pregnant by the ain't shit nigga. Like, are we not? Who gonna pay for the child support?
This nigga got 13, 15 kids.
13, 15 kids. And he ain't paying 13, 15
Speaking of 13, 15 kids, my father calls me today.
Wow.
Actually, let me see. Do I have a segment for Got Me Fucked Up?
You don't.
I don't. I got you. We'll save that for later. Okay.
Dottie wasn't there.
Daddy wasn't there.
Take me to the fair.
Where is that from?
Austin Powers.
Yes, Dottie wasn't there. Take me to the fair to change my underwear. Daddy wasn't there. Well, speaking of daddies who weren't there, let's move into the caucasity.
You think everybody got daddy issues?
I think everybody got a little bit of daddy issues.
Yeah, I think so too. Daddy didn't love me. He didn't love your mama either.
It's the caucasity. You're watching your privilege go pow, 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 pow. Fuck it up, Sheila. You never look at the YouTube people when you talking to them.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, YouTube world.
I know, we just act like that camera really isn't there.
There's so many cameras around us.
Well, we got 1, 2, 3 cameras.
is watching.
We got 3 cameras at 3 different angles. So we actually, I like this setup because like whenever you're like, ooh, how do I look? Boom, 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 boom. But you know, we try to cover all of our bases because not everybody likes to listen to And then we got another platform, just listening. So if we don't look at you in YouTube, we love y'all.
You all getting the real though. Y'all don't get the edited version.
Yeah,
y'all all get the raw
I don't
shit.
even edit this. I'm just in my house.
Yeah.
Pretty soon we're gonna have green screens and editing and shit. So appreciate this now. Ooh.
Dude.
Do you have the? Ooh, that's these seltzers.
Two men who high-fived each other after filming themselves raping a woman in Soho Club are jailed, according to the Evening Standard website of the year.
And ooh.
Two wealthy, guess the race, students who high-fived each other after filming themselves raping a woman in Soho nightclub have been jailed for more than 7 years each. Ferdinando Orlando, 25, and Lorenzo Casatanzo.
His name is not Fernando Orlando.
Ferdinando
Orlando. Ooh, say that
25,
times.
and
Fernando
Lorenzo
Orlando.
Casatanzo, 26, carried out the attack in the maintenance room of the Toy Room Club in Argyle Street, central London, in the early hours of February 26. CCTV captured the men high-fiving and hugging each other afterwards, while the 23-year-old victim lay abandoned in the club's toilets in extreme pain. Dun-dun. Where's Olivia? Police said the two women escaped justice for more than a year after the attack by returning to Italy, but they were eventually caught after Casatanzo returned to the UK to watch an Arsenal versus Milan football match. Following a trial, jury found.
Okay, whatever. They're boys,
Yeah,
so they raped a bitch, right?
Yeah, they raped a bitch.
They raped someone and they went to jail. And I hope they get raped in jail, because rape is like the worst. Kris had this story, but I think I've heard it a lot, and I've heard it on Instagram, like Harriet Tubman executive versus Julia Roberts plays Harriet Tubman biopic. Someone said that Harriet Tubman was supposed to play, or Julia Roberts was suggested, but I heard it was also a rumor and a joke, so I don't want to cover that one. I do want to cover one I heard today. California woman, I can't even get it out. So, California woman claims homeless man dumped a bucket of hot shit on her head.
First of all, how's that a claim? Did you see the shit in my face or not?
They said it was dripping off her eyelashes. There might be a video. Let's see.
No.
Y'all gotta put a whole ad up.
They tried it.
They say you watching this ad.
New extra refreshers go.
And as soon as I knew what it was he was pouring all over me. It was, I can't even, I don't know what to say. I mean, it was disgusting, and it was an assault, but it was an assault that was, sorry. It was just really, it was horrible.
Yeah. What are you gonna see though, girl?
Read it what it says. Read what it says.
California accounts for most of the country's homeless population. The attacks where a homeless person is the primary suspect have been growing.
My favorite
Wait, I don't want to read that.
dinner at my favorite Thai restaurant on Hollywood and Bronson, and I came walking out to my car, which was only like 10 steps away from the actual place, and I went to open up my car door, and all of a sudden,
you didn't say nothing.
The swooshing
You
sound.
just
swooshing.
And I looked up, and the guy was right there, and he was about 6'2". He was really, he was big. And he looked at me, and I had no time to do anything. He pushed me in my car twice.
Nobody saw this.
Pulled me out by my shirt, pulled me out into the street, and poured a huge, like a Folgers can of his feces all over me. And when he did it, I thought it was hot and it burned, so I thought it was like I didn't know what it was. And then the smell, and then it was running down my eyelashes into my eyes, and he ran away. He poured it all over me, all in my car, and he ran away, and I was couldn't see, so I was stuck in the middle of the road on Hollywood Boulevard, and nobody would stop. It was crazy.
Yeah.
A couple stopped and helped me. They were from out of town, and they walked me to the corner of the curb, and the police came, and they got the feces out of my eyes so I could sort of see, and the guy was across the street, and he had no shoes on, and he was staring at me, and I said that was him. And the cops went over there and detained him. Meanwhile, the firemen come. They have to peel off all of my items of clothing because I'm soaked in his feces. They throw it in a bag, they wrap me up, and then they set up a sort of like a half moon thing around their truck, and they hose me down on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
I made a joke that I was Meryl Streep in Silkwood as I'm like crying, and it was awful. Then they took me into the ambulance. I had to identify the man first, and they arrested him on battery charges.
Battery?
And I got tested at the emergency room for all like the infectious, like Hep B, Hep A,
HIV?
and
Yeah, that's shit.
yeah,
That's shit.
It was awful.
No.
He was arrested, and I just found out a few weeks ago that he was let out
Yeah.
because he wasn't fit to stand trial. They let him go, asked him where he wanted to go, they dropped him off, and now he's in around the same spot. So he's schizophrenic, and he's just not mentally stable.
Okay,
Woo!
so
Well, that
Yeah.
sounds like a lot like Seattle.
right, and if any homeless person ever,
See, here's the thing. There won't be
Threw
a
hot
case.
shit on
There
me.
won't be a time for him. There won't be an opportunity.
she
for him
said
to
it burned.
There will not be an opportunity for him to go to prison or to
She
jail.
said that it burned.
Christopher,
I'm not
I'm not going to say what I'm going to do on record. So when it does happen, there's not a record against
Okay.
it. I've learned my lesson on that.
But baby, just
But baby, just know there won't be a trial. There won't be a trial. All right, you want to grab the last story of the caucasity?
Yeah. 1 second.
According to Fox News, I'll read the headlines.
Yeah, read the hell.
Florida man spits food into woman's mouth in road rage encounter, police say. What type of shit?
A Florida man was arrested after he allegedly spit food into a woman's mouth in a bizarre road rage incident last month.
What the hell?
David Whipperman, 61,
He,
61 was taken into custody Thursday in connection with the incident on October 29th when Whipperman got out of a truck. What the hell? And approached a woman driving nearby just before 6 p.m. It's unclear what the two were during the encounter, but Whipperman walked up to the woman as she rolled down the window of her sedan to apologize, according to the Tampa Bay Times. That's when the authorities said the man spit the food he was chewing at her.
Okay.
The food struck the victim in the face and entered her mouth.
Wow.
An arrest report states per the Times. The 61-year-old man is then accused of opening the woman's car door, allegedly screaming at her and pointing his finger in her face. Whipperman was arrested several weeks after the apparent incident, according to the online records from Pinellas County Sheriff's Office.
You know, these white men be thinking they can just get away with everything now because, like,
Yeah.
their
Their own president gets away with
the
it.
president was like, "Oh, you can get away with anything. You don't have to
Yeah.
do anything. Like, you literally can do whatever the fuck you want."
I'm just letting you know, white people, any people, if there's shit thrown into my face, there won't be a trial. If you come talk to me,
Heads will roll.
and then you spit your food into my mouth, there won't be a trial.
Heads will roll. Actually, I'm gonna skip. Got me fucked up this week. Because what I was gonna talk about, daddy issues. I forget what I was gonna talk about.
Daddy, I don't know, because he called you?
Maybe. Oh yeah, I was gonna go. My dad just called me, but it's not really that important. Let's move into what we're watching.
All right, let's go.
All right, so this week we watched The Purge,
I-
the series, the TV show in USA. Is that in USA?
Yeah. Actually, USA has some hitting shows.
And they
I'm
saying fucking bitch and shit.
They have that fucking and shit. It's really interesting.
You like the show?
It's actually pretty cool. It does remind me of The Following, but The Following was really scary to me because the bitch just walk around and killing you and walking
The
away.
Following, not the following. Was that the following?
Yeah,
with
with
Kevin Bacon.
With Kevin Bacon, yeah.
Why don't they? What happened to that show?
They needed to cut that show out because people, I think, were starting to do that.
They're like stab.
Yeah.
But it is kind of followish, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But The Purge is, I enjoy it. It's a pretty good show, you know. I understand where some people are coming from. you know, I gave you a 20. You gave me a 10, son. I've heard that.
But we
before.
didn't see the.
But we ain't see it.
We didn't see how much money. So maybe he was just crazy and he just wanted somebody to kill.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
I like it. I'm wondering. It's getting. Let's see.
Soap opera-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting kind of soap opera-ish with the
rugged man and the damsel in distress.
Here's my thing: if he's a doctor, when is this nigga at work?
Mm.
Because this doctor never works.
How about you just pay your own bounty?
How about that?
How about that?
You got all this money.
All this money, how about you just pay the pet bounty yourself?
Exactly.
And second of all, why you keep losing wife to this man? How does he know who your wives are? You keep fucking them. Sam, what the fuck? Sam. That's why I fucked your first wife. Excuse me, Sam.
Wow.
You know
what? Whoa.
Let me put you on my list.
Well, that was The Purge, guys. Check it out. It's on USA. I don't know what day of the week it comes on, but you can definitely get it on demand. And let's move on into the word of the week. It's the word of the week. The word of the week is... Yeah. This week, on the word of the week, following gets you in a grave with them. Unshovel that.
No matter if I push the dirt to the side. Okay. You know how people follow Jesus Christ to the end of their lives. Time I fell in love with a man who died for me. Ma'am, there is so much
Okay,
wrong.
at first I thought they were talking about like Biggie.
Meanwhile, they had a whole crown of thorns.
Woo, I didn't know who they was talking about. I was like, you fell in love with a man who died for you? Okay,
like damn, that
I
nigga,
hope so.
That nigga was faithful.
Faithful. But I was listening to a podcast with the thing saying like, I think maybe it was Wine and Crime or That's Why We Drink. But they were saying, sorry guys, my chin itches. I have like chin hair on it. Gotta cut it off. They were saying how back in the day, nuns would say that they were married to Christ.
Yeah.
But now nuns don't say that because it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's stupid because Jesus Christ, how can you be married to Jesus?
Jesus got a lot of wives. Every time I had some Jesus motherfucking. And Jesus was, I'm sorry.
He said
I'm
Jesus
sorry.
got a lot of wives.
Jesus walked this earth for too many years, and he knew too many prostitutes and never got him a pussy. I'm just saying, maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, so
know.
you telling me
Jesus
you telling me that you are the Mayweather of your day?
Right? You can make anything happen.
You can make anything happen. You can bring people's baby mamas and fathers back to life.
Right.
You ain't get a crumb of pussy.
Ain't nobody offer you up none.
It's not that they didn't offer; it's that he didn't accept.
Okay,
because he's
well, you know, actually in the Last
Lord
Supper,
and God.
The Last Supper, when Mary Magdalene was like, they were like this to each other. She probably offered him some pussy to pay for the bill, and he was like, "No, Mary, I'm tired of you offering me pussy. I told you I am a son of God. I am a saint. I'm not divulge in that."
Jesus is not a saint.
Hot pocket.
Jesus is not a saint.
What was he?
Jesus is the son of Jesus. Jesus is the son of God.
Okay, I am the son of God. I do not divulge in a hot pocket.
He does not. Hot pocket. She's like, do you want some of my hot pocket?
No, because you ain't got no penicillin.
Whoa. That was the word of the week. The word of the week. Yeah. Well, let's move right on ahead into bar talk. Hi, people on YouTube. This is Bar Talk. Grab a drink, stay a while.
Ain't gonna toast our aluminum.
All right, guys. We're talking about family traditions on Bar Talk this week.
We're
not going to talk about Halloween. No, we're not going to do Christmas. We're going to wait till December to talk about Christmas. But we'll talk about Thanksgiving. Is there any Thanksgiving traditions? Like, okay, not everybody can make the macaroni and cheese.
Listen,
and we were invited to a Friendsgiving that we're kind of semi-hosting. I'm not just skeptical. These people aren't even coming to the event. So you're not coming to the event and you're expected to make the macaroni and drop it off. I foresee you making shitty macaroni or you just not making it at all. And I'm gonna be pissed if I go to my Thanksgiving, well, one of my 5 Thanksgiving meals of that day, and I don't got macaroni and cheese. I
Right.
need macaroni and cheese at all of them.
And then the other one, I don't know if they're gonna know to bake it. I don't know if they would put it on the stove.
See, but then some people be like, I made mac and cheese, and they just hit you with that Kraft. And I'm like, no, you didn't.
See, if you hit me some crab and then you have to use powder for your
No,
mac
this
and
is how you
cheese.
know. This is how I knew I couldn't fuck with niggas from the hood. I went to when I went home one year with my mom to Christmas, and then like we went to my auntie's house.
I already know. But keep
Usually
going.
the food was banging. When my auntie Shirley's house, food was banging. But we went to my auntie Paulette's house. Rest in her soul, she's like, I made some macaroni and cheese and some gravy and some turkey. She had sliced turkey from the store,
What do you mean?
like deli meat.
How the fuck she said she made that?
Cause she just put it in the oven.
Why
and
you
warmed it up.
Why you
Cause
warming it up?
she was on that shit, Chris. And then and then she took Kraft macaroni and cheese.
No, she didn't.
Made the macaroni and cheese and then put
Uh-huh.
singles on top of it and put it in the oven.
Oh my god.
American singles.
Please don't.
I was so embarrassed.
Bitch, I wouldn't have ate.
I didn't eat.
I don't know Uber Eats. Oh, you can't
Uber Eats. I had to walk 4.5 miles to the nearest grocery store.
Listen, and it's shit. Jesus carried you the last 2.
And Jesus carried me the last.
Because-
You know what? And then we found $13 on the way there. I was like, damn, look
the
at God.
Lord, telling you already.
The Lord says, I will provide.
when you are in need of. Because I am not eating that shit.
He said, I am not eating that shit. But holiday traditions. What are some holiday traditions that you do or that you take from Thanksgiving dinners?
Yeah, we had
right?
Thanksgiving.
Or what is some holiday? What do you do around this time of year? Like this time of year in Michigan, like there'll be a lot of
Usually
raking
my mother
leaves.
finds some reason for me to get in trouble, so I don't shit on her about Christmas.
And that's some nigga shit.
That's a
That's
tradition
some
in
nigga
itself.
shit. So you automatically knew you was getting in trouble in November just so she said you
November,
won't get in-
December.
See, you know what? That's why I cannot stand that woman because that is just like instead of her being like I can't afford anything for Christmas,
Right.
And let me just like cook some meals or take you to the park because you
Right.
grew up in Florida, you could have went to the beach or something free,
Right. Yeah.
something
it's
free,
96 degrees. Come on.
something. She made it. So then, what did y'all do on Christmas? Just went to some other people's houses and ate.
Yeah, we had Christmas we had Thanksgiving at our house one time, but they're on the furniture match, so.
Would
it
you
was
have
like-
that? I feel like I was there.
No, you weren't there. This was way before you. It was kind of embarrassing, because the house just it was cluttered. It was full of
It was
shit.
that same house.
Yeah, no, it was the one in the back.
Same house.
Same house, but one in the back. It was just cluttered and full of shit. Like she didn't take pride in where she lived at. Like the way that house looks now, I never looked like that when I was growing
Because
up.
she should. Why not?
Because if we had furniture in one lot. I mean, these our shit matches now. Before she would have like one of them 1950s couches and one of them brown drawers with gold and all.
I don't understand how people do that in their house. I have OCD, so my stuff has to like.
Even if it doesn't match, it's like eclectically cute that it all pulls together.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
No.
So what's some other traditions that you grew up with from the Thanksgiving holiday?
My grandmother would actually get up and make breakfast.
On Thanksgiving?
Yeah, make homemade biscuits.
Okay.
I should make biscuits this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a lot of traditions from my adoptive family that we were talking about earlier, but not so much for Thanksgiving. We have a lot of Christmas traditions, which we'll talk about as we get closer to Christmas. But we just went over to my aunt or grandma's house to do a lot of football, watching the Christmas Story.
Oh,
We set up the Christmas tree the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, we didn't get a Christmas tree until like December.
We always set up the Christmas tree after Thanksgiving. We set up the village and the nativity scene and all that right after Thanksgiving, like the day after, because we all had that Black Friday off. So
That's how we got a Christmas tree, December 20th. And I suppose she had a suck dick.
was it a real tree?
Yeah, it was a real tree. But she had to tell
Wait,
them.
did you have any presents? So she sucked dick for a tree, but didn't give you no presents.
Sometimes, one time I didn't get presents. I got a puzzle and some crayons.
What would you do if your son's at home?
Crying all on the bedroom floor? Nothing.
Because he ain't got no Christmas toys.
Right, nothing. Because she don't give a fuck.
Damn. Well, rest her soul. Let's move on.
Damn. Sorry for that soul.
She ain't even dead yet. Let's move on into marriage material. So this week of marriage material, we're talking about have I been robbed, aka I lost something, I refuse to admit it. That's me. Whenever I misplace something, I'll look for it for like 5 minutes.
At least
if
3
I
times
don't
today.
look for it, if I don't find it in 5 minutes, I've been robbed.
I've been robbed.
I've been robbed.
They came in here, stole only this, and left.
Yep.
Everything else perfect.
I've been robbed.
How?
I was robbed. I'm not. I see. It's not for me to tell you how. It's for you to investigate and get my shit back. Okay.
The whole time, shit just be on him in another spot.
The whole time, Chris like, your shit's in your bag. I'm like, oh. Well, you know what? I think they robbed me and they put it back because they knew I was going to find out that I was robbed.
Okay. How they unlock the car door? It's an electric vehicle.
And exactly, it's electric vehicle. They can hack that shit.
That-
You got
okay. Okay, so they're gonna hack the vehicle, unlock the car door, leave everything else of value in the car, take only that one thing.
Listen, I don't know how criminals act.
All I know is you ask me all these
All I
goddamn
know
questions.
is I've been robbed.
And you're not going to let her catch this criminal.
Yes.
You're sitting here asking 10 million questions.
But you're not asking yourself where this nigga is. I've been robbed. Sir, you haven't been robbed. Your item's right there. Oh, well.
Oh, shit. Look at you. Good police work.
Good police work. That's funny because you always like. But sometimes I'm right. Sometimes I've been right and we were
Karlos,
wrong.
twice you were right. Twice you were right.
I was right twice and we were wrong.
You said, I've been robbed.
I think that was traumatized.
Yeah.
Because we were wrong for my iPad, 2 different iPads.
Yeah.
And I looked for it, and you're like, you always said that we were. And then
Kris,
I've been robbed. So I think I'm just traumatized from actually being robbed twice. That whenever I lose something, I just automatically think like,
I've been robbed.
well, honestly, I don't care if it's another. Usually, it's only electronics when I do it, stuff like that.
You just track it.
Well, no, because I feel like people only steal electronics, and those are the 2 things that have been stolen from me in public are electronics. So when I misplaced my iPad or like my Apple Watch, 3 things. Some girl stole my Apple Watch outside my own home.
4 things. The niggas stole that shit out of Derek's auto, the iPhone.
Yes, so I've literally been robbed 4 times. Like every time I get robbed, it's for an electronic. So I've been robbed 4 different times.
In Seattle, alone.
And yes, that's a lot. So that's marriage material, guys. Trust your husband sometimes when he says he's been robbed.
Just investigate.
You know what? The way I look at it, I've been robbed until you can prove that it's been found. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well,
All
let's
Boom bow.
Let's move into the niggatry of niggadom.
Get you right, my nigga.
Nigga. I'm 200 boys.
Ooh, bro. Nigga. He's a super nigga. 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 They hit us because our dicks are bigger.
All right, what do you got for the first story of the niggatry of niggadom? And if this is your first time listening or watching the show, the niggatry of niggadom is just black people fucking up. And if you missed the Caucasity, listen to the show before this, rewind, or watch YouTube again.
Can you pick the first show?
Yeah, let me see here. Let me see. According to Fox News, father arrested after son, 5 years old, brings heroin to school. Says tasting it turns him into Spider-Man. A Massachusetts father was arrested and charged Friday after his 5-year-old son allegedly brought a bag of heroin to kindergarten and told his teacher, he turned into Spider-Man when he tasted it. Benny Garcia, 29, pleaded not guilty to the charges of drug possession and reckless endangerment of a child. The boy showed off a plastic bag stamped with the image of a Spider-Man that contained a powdery substance, Hampden County Assistant District Attorney Matthew Green said in court, according to the Daily Hampshire Gazette. The boy told the teacher that he turns into a superhero after he tastes the powder. The boy also alleges that he got the bag from the living room in his home. Holyoke That's Holyoke. Holyoke police officers were called to the school around 11 a.m. Thursday. The boy was taken to a local hospital and later released. Police contacted the boy's mother and gave permission. How is it?
The boy's mother.
The police contacted the boy's mother, and who gave permission for the police to search her apartment. There, they found Garcia sleeping on the bed with other bags of white powder underneath him. As he was handcuffed, other bags fell from his body, according to police.
Jesus.
Court documents stated that police found over 200 bags of heroin and cocaine on Garcia. When officers told Garcia about the situation with his son at school, he repeatedly became very emotional.
Okay.
The boy and another infant from the family were taken into state custody.
Aww.
Garcia will be held without bail until his hearing, scheduled for November 20th.
He loves Spider-Man.
Police say, the boy says, our officers were quite taken by it all. You just don't deal with this often. Wow.
Yeah. Come on.
You got the second story?
Yes. Texas appeal court blocks Rodney Reed execution, says case should return to trial court.
Wait,
Now,
but so I heard that.
Yeah, this is what I want to bring
Okay,
up.
so this is what I want to bring up because if y'all haven't listened to Amanda Sill break this nigga down,
he was a sexual predator.
he had been found guilty, not guilty because he wasn't tried, but he was not a person of interest. He was found in connection. They found his semen and 2 other women.
Okay.
Who are still alive, who were not murdered, and he attempted murder on one. But when they had this murder charge, he was looking at the death sentence. So in most police work, but this just shows you stop being lazy police. They never pursued the other 2 cases because he had already had this death charge. So why try to charge him with 2 more charges that are lesser charges than murder? This is why you charge him with everything this nigga's done, because you can always win an appeal, and if he wins this one, I actually don't know if he killed this woman, so I think there isn't enough evidence. But I feel like as soon as this nigga walks out of prison,
he gonna kill somebody.
No, they should arrest him for rape and attempted murder for the other 2 women.
Once again, you've been watching way too much SVU because that's exactly what happened to that one guy.
I will let him win. Let him win. With this case, we don't have enough evidence to prove. But you know what? I have your semen and 2 other women, and I have them alive, and I have their statements. So you may have gotten away with murder, but you have attempted murder and you have a rape.
So why did all the black people hop on the bandwagon when they saw that he was?
Because black people don't like to do their research, and you know what? I
feel like they were just following Kim K.
I just no longer do shit like that. Like I don't post shit like that.
Yeah.
I did sign up for Sean King's email list, and I did sign up. I did petition. Like I signed one of his name. Like I did do my part as far as signing the petition. I did sign the petition for one of the signatures. But then I noticed that it was Sean King made a website just for this incident, and then I started getting all of these emails 3 or 4 times a day talking about some donate, and I'm just like, bruh, this just seems like a money scam. Like, and I don't like. Sean King is always pretty much. If Sean King is involved in it, I don't really fuck with it.
Sean King is to TI white people. If he's involved with it, I'm probably not gonna deal with it.
I'm probably not gonna fuck with it because everything that he does ends up being like about money or screwed or twisted. I don't care if this man is innocent or not. I really don't. If the evidence is there, the evidence is there. If I do feel like I feel like every person should get a reach out. Like I don't think that a judge should be able to tell you can't have a reach out. If you spent a dozen, 20 years in prison, I think you should be able to get a reach out because you've had different technology, you've had different advances, but we have evidence. We have connections of his semen in women. So we will let him out when he wins this case. Okay. And we will arrest you on federal. You won't even get to go home.
You ain't even put your shoes on.
As soon as I will wait till you walk out. And then I will let him get to his first restaurant.
Ooh, really?
And then right before the food comes, pick him up.
Let him get to his mama house.
Pick him up. Before he even get in the door. Mr. Rodney Reed, you're under arrest for rape and attempted murder.
Right in front of his
mama.
Right in front of his mama.
Not again, baby.
Not again, baby. Call Kim. Somebody call Kim.
No, he said no, so not Miss Kardashian West. All right, well, let's move on to the last segment of the show. We have a quick show today, guys. Did we do all the? We did all the segments. Or I guess we skipped. Got me fucked up, but it's okay. But we did everything else, so we've just been moving right along here. You want to move into guest race?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone on YouTube, you can play too. Guess the race. Yes, it's time to guess the race. You can't even see their face, but you'll have to guess their race. It's time for Guess the Race, where Kris will read us articles off the internet, and you and I, yes, that's you, the audience, will have to guess what race they are. They might be Asian, Cajun, Caucasian, or black, but it's gonna get racist and it might get whack. But we're gonna have to guess what race they are. And
that's a fact.
And that's a fact. Don't turn back. I don't know.
Okay.
It's time. So put your politically correct seatbelts on.
Okay.
Because it's time to guess the race. And let's get racist.
Let's get it. Let's go. Man, I'm mad that we were so segregated in the 20s and stuff. They had some banging songs.
This is definitely a song from the 70s.
Oh shit, we was segregated then too.
Touche. Okay, what's the first race?
Hold on, the Daily Mail is messing up.
You want to use my computer?
I use my phone.
Okay. Well, while he's doing that, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you leave a 5-star, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star review on Apple iTunes. And you can also follow and subscribe on Spotify and SoundCloud. I prefer SoundCloud because I pay for that shit, like $20 a month. So if you can follow me on SoundCloud, I would love it. Speaking of love it, I would love you to leave a 5-star review, like I just said. And let's guess the race now.
Don't RIP me off. Get it? Okay.
Don't rip me off.
Relatives bring family member's corpse into insurance firm office after they accompanied but demanded they prove that he was dead.
So right off the back, I'm gonna say the niggas because I asked for my family's bodies and I said, "Where's the bodies?" Because they asked me to pay $5,000. I was like, "Where's the bodies?" I would like to see it. I would like. Okay, so read the rest of the rest of the article.
Bereaved relatives confronted staff at an insurance company with the body of their loved one after the firm refused to pay out until they proved that he was dead.
So the thing is, the insurance doesn't pay out for like weeks after. So where'd they get this body from?
Yeah,
and who gave them the body?
I'm not gonna read the
because you need
names.
you need a mortician. Like you need literally a mortician to follow you around with a body. You just can't just be willy nilly just out here.
NM and TM were filmed taking the body of Uncle SJM into the branch of Old Mutual somewhere in KwaZulu-Natal province, South Africa this week after their claim.
I understand why they have the body now. They don't have any regulations.
Ow, Grayson, down.
What did he do?
Just scratch me.
He said, "Oh, Grayson. Grayson, sit down. Get back. Behave." So now that you know, just because it's Nairobi doesn't mean they're always
right.
Nairobi.
And it's South Africa. They could be white.
Could be white, but they had the body still. They're black. They're black.
Ms. Malongo said the claim for 1,700 pounds has been delayed for 9 days because of problems over the paperwork, meaning important tribal rights for the uncle who died at the age of just 46 cannot be performed. Guess the race.
Black African.
Because it said 1,700 pounds. That ain't a lot of money. Y'all there bringing insurance, the whole body. The whole body for 1,700.
You know what? They probably put it on the back of one of them motorcycles and really had it on.
Yeah.
All right, they got pictures of it?
They got pictures. It's a little blurry, you know, it came from Africa. Because they don't know it's Christmas time.
Problematic.
Okay. That was a song. Man pretending to be disabled to trick home care workers into
White.
changing his diaper.
White. Go ahead with the story. I'm just automatically.
A New Orleans man has been arrested for pretending to be handicapped in order to have home care workers change his adult diaper. 29-year-old Rutledge Diaz,
Latino,
who goes by Rory, creating multiple social media posts for home health care workers. Diaz will specify in his ads that the services would be for his 18-year-old mentally, physically handicapped brother Corey. Diaz would then pose as Corey and pretend to be handicapped while the nurses changed his adult
I'm
diaper.
doing white passing Latino.
A process Diaz used to obtain sexual arousal, according to Louisiana State. Home healthcare workers have been suspicious of the scheme on at least 10 separate occasions. It took them 10 times, 10 whole times to figure out.
See, the first
this
time I
nigga-
bathed you and you get an erection, it's about time for
it's
me to
over.
leave.
You know, ain't time. What's that Viola Davis one?
What?
She pick up a person.
She
leave.
pick up a person, leave.
Head it out.
Head it out.
Head it out. Diaz was arrested at his home without incident and charged with 10 counts of sexual battery and human trafficking labor.
Wow.
And 1 count of possession of a Schedule II controlled substance.
Wow. What?
Wow. The investigation remains open and additional victims are anticipated.
I'm saying like white passing Latino?
White passing Latino?
What was it?
He white passing something.
Oh, he's just white.
Yeah.
I just think he's
And
white.
I think
with
it's the
name
acne.
Diaz.
Yeah.
Diaz. Yeah, that was a white man.
Yeah.
That was a white man. Well, guys, you've made it through another racist ass episode of Kicking In with Kris and Karlos. You know, like I said before, please leave us a 5-star review. We're still out here trucking. We're gonna keep going until someone shut us down. Which actually might happen.
Please don't let that happen to us. We have worked hard.
Goodness, but it's been great. And if no one told you that they love you today, make sure that you know that Kris and I love you. And we thank you for your support. And know that you're an awesome ass, boss ass bitch.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella. Oh, that was funny. I said white passing Latino. Was I wrong?
Yeah, what?
Let me read these YouTube comments. Feed the world. Why he feeding the world, Kris? Philip, what do you guys want to say? I would love your video. Keep up the good. My favorite is Priest Rabbi Atheist. Oh my God, you're so funny on cut videos. Are you planning to do any more of them? Nope, I'm not. I'm too. Your dog is so cute. I want it. Thank you.